This special council meeting is called to order in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Law. This special meeting was provided to both newspapers in accordance with Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of 1975. This meeting of December 29th, 2025 at 5 p.m. was provided to the Courier News and Star Ledger and placed on the Borough's website and bulletin board at Borough Hall. A copy of this notice is available to the public, and a copy of the statement shall be included in the minutes of this meeting. Mayor Brian Gallagher.
Here.
Council members: Teresa Bonner.
Here.
Andrew Conti.
Here.
Glenn Denis is excused this evening. Randy Pitts.
Here.
Gina Stravic is excused this evening. Roger Vroom.
Here. Please stand for the salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, at this point, I'll ask for a motion to open the meeting to the public.
So moved. Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Council members: Teresa Bonner.
Yes.
Andrew Conti.
Yes.
Randy Pitts.
Yes.
Roger Vroom.
Yes.
Public portion is now open. Please state your name and address for the record, and please address your comments to me.
Yes, sir. Ron Shumagala, 18 Fieldstone Drive. I've been a resident of Somerville, New Jersey for 25 years, and snow removal has been one of my pet peeves, and I actually commend the mayor and the council for their contracted services this year. However, I do not believe that every resident is aware of the ordinances of sidewalk cleanup, off-street parking during snowstorms, which may not actually impede their own driveway, but their neighbor's driveway, and most importantly, corner apron cleanup. Since after the snowplows come through to make this town walkable, they're often left unattended to. Reminders need to be sent or signs put up and ordinances enforced, whether that be through warnings or tickets. Not all residents actually receive emails or check Facebook, so many new residents in Somerville aren't even aware that these ordinances exist. And I think the hope for the 50-degree weather today to melt it all never materialized, leaving this town less safe for pedestrians, children walking to school, and cars on our borough roadways. On my way here, I noticed at least half of the corners were not cleared, and I thank you for your attention to this matter.
Thank you. Any other public comment? Hearing none, I'll ask for a motion to close.
So moved. Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Council members: Teresa Bonner.
Yes.
Andrew Conti.
Yes.
Randy Pitts.
Yes.
Roger Vroom.
Yes.
So first of all, thank you for coming out. We don't get a lot of folks actually giving kudos to council, so thank you for the kudos. And I don't disagree with you on anything you talked about. I'll tell you, snow removal is one of the most difficult times. I used to love snow. I don't like snow anymore because it's a challenge because you have folks who complain when the plows come through and they plow everybody back in their driveways, and then I shouldn't say the same folks. The other half of the folks will complain that it's not curb to curb. So, it's a very difficult situation. I think our contractors are doing a good job this year. They've slowed the speed down significantly. This was an anomaly storm. This was a weird storm. We didn't get what was predicted, which was a lot of snow. We got a lot of ice. And unfortunately, it was one of those storms where you couldn't plow it, you couldn't snow blow it, and you couldn't shovel it. It was just one of those oddball storms, and we get those every now and then. As far as enforcement, we do enforce. I didn't get the numbers from PD as to how many tickets they've given out, but during storms they are out, and they are ticketing those that don't comply. They may not get everybody, it's limited staff, but they do give tickets out. As far as education, yeah, I think it's almost like we have to re-educate everybody every snowstorm, which is interesting. But I think maybe I'll work with Jason, who's our OEM coordinator, and we're going to come up with a short sheet that it's the basics. This is what needs to be done, and maybe we'll work with the schools. We can get it into the hands of the kids in the schools, post it at the library, and as well as social media. But a short one-sheeter, what to do, what not to do, and what to expect. That don't shovel your driveways until the plows are done. These are common sense things. So, but thank you for coming out. Appreciate it. Any other public comment? Hearing none, I'll ask for a motion to close. So moved. Second. Discussion? Roll call. Council members: Teresa Bonner.
Yes.
Andrew Conti.
Yes.
Yes.
Randy Pitts.
Public portion is now open. Please state your name and address for the record, and please address your comments to me.
Yes.
No other public comments. We do have one resolution. It is a walk-on resolution. We did not anticipate taking any action after our executive session. However, we are under mediator time constraints that we have to have some direction down by December 31st. So this is all in relation to our affordable housing plan, which we filed back in August, September, I believe it was. And then there were strict timelines throughout this entire process. The affordable housing plan allows us to create a plan moving the borough forward, which will be immune from challenges. That means a developer can't come in and say, I want to build X amount of affordable housing in one location. Our plan contemplates a very fair-minded and thorough approach to our affordable housing. Under those time constraints, there were certain benchmarks that had to be met. And if a challenge was filed within that time frame, it had to be addressed by December 31st. Well, lo and behold, of course, we had two challenges. One was fair share housing, which is the, what would you call them? The
Advocacy group?
the what?
The advocacy group?
Yes, the advocacy group that's working with the courts to implement this statewide. And they filed 200, 250, 300, how many challenges to municipalities statewide? At least a couple of hundred. And Somerville was one of those. And then there was another challenge which we will be dealing with after the turn of the year. But we seem to have developed a settlement along with the court-appointed mediator with Fair Share Housing. And Chris Zangaro, our Redevelopment Council and our Fair Share Housing Council, is here to talk a little bit about what that process was to this point to tonight, why we have to enact a resolution tonight supporting this settlement, and what it means numbers-wise. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Chris.
Good. Glad to be back before the council. That's correct. So the timeline that we've been working through over the last several months is in June 2025, the council approved a housing element and fair share plan, or endorsed it, which was submitted to the program. There were 2 months for any challengers to submit materials, to submit challenges. 2 challenges were received in August, and we have been working through the past autumn and early winter to resolve those challenges. We've appeared before the program on multiple occasions, and only in the last week and a half would I say that there has been real traction to reach a settlement agreement, and that's why we're here today. So there were really 2 items that have been that we've been able to reach a settlement around, 2 primary questions that were left on the table. One was how the plan would address the mechanisms that met a prior round and a third round obligation. So these were existing rounds of affordable housing. And there was a question of what mechanisms we could identify to show that we are in compliance with those prior rounds, or that we've provided opportunity during those prior rounds. And then the second question was about one of our mechanisms in our 4th round plan, which is the plan for years 2025 to 2035. So what we've presented to you is the settlement structure that we've reached with Fair Share Housing Center to resolve these questions. And we have at Exhibit A, a compliance plan that identifies a swap of 2 of our mechanisms, the senior complex for a 100% market to affordable conversion project. So that will allow us to swap the same amount of units, which clearly slots into our 4th round plan. Everything else from the compliance plan has remained the same. And then we've laid out an agreed upon structure that identifies the units that are in place, existing units in place to show that we are in compliance with prior affordable housing cycles. The one item that many municipalities who participated that are addressing their 3rd round might have to carry over. There might be certain aspects that are not met from the prior round that have to be addressed during the 4th round. And what we've done is we have 37 units from the third round, family units that we'll have to provide over the next 10 years. We've reached an agreement to meet those through what's called unmet need. You don't identify the mechanisms now, you identify them over the coming 10 years, you're going to provide, there will be zoning in place to try to capture those units. In the borough's case, you have a set-aside ordinance that will capture affordable housing going forward, and that'll be the way that you capture these units over the next 10 years. In the new year, we'll come before you to present any necessary, if there are any remaining documents to memorialize this, we'll address the remaining challenge at that time. And what we're looking for is the authorization to present this compliance plan, this amended structure to the program before December 31st. We actually have a date on the calendar to do so. December 31st is the statutory deadline to reach a resolution, and that's why that's another reason why we're here today.
So, and some of these prior rounds date back to what, the 80s and 90s?
That's right. Late 80s,
Yeah.
that began your first round. First round ran till 93. Your second round ran till 99. And then your third round ran until 2025. And we're beginning the fourth round now.
So, and what we've done is captured all, I shouldn't say all, but most, well, maybe it is all, of the housing that we have in the borough that would be compliant with those previous rounds. That has been implemented over the years. That could be Agape House, it could be some of the other group homes, it could be, so various elements that we've articulated in order to meet those prior round obligations. Okay,
That's right.
all right. Any questions from council? All right, so I will ask for a motion on Resolution 25-1229-340, which is also authorizing the settlement of the Borough of Somerville's fourth round housing element and fair share plan.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Council members: Teresa Bonner,
Yes.
Andrew Conti,
Yes.
Randy Pitts,
Yes.
Roger Vroom.
Yes.
Okay, with that, I will ask for a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
I was leaving the option open on this one.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? This meeting is adjourned.